Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be taking a few questions. I usually take questions a few times a month, a couple at a time, maybe 3 to 4, give or take. I haven't been on. I've been missing in action. I've had the flu at our house, and it's been really hectic, new changes. So a lot of things have gone and went and came and done. I'm going to be talking about 5 people that are next for readings, the few questions, and also I'm going to be adding tarot sessions on to my channel. I'm already booked out a year for tarot sessions. I'm already booked out quite some time, about the same amount, if not longer, for more spirit sessions. So if I add you on a list, there is an extensive waiting list. You can stay on the channel, or you can choose to leave it, or whatever you choose to do. They are free readings, so patience is a virtue, and pretty much what I suggest, or the reading won't occur. It's going to be a while for a reading on either or venue, tarot or spirit. So the questions that I have are: do you have to be in a specific place or time at a specific time to have a spirit speak with you? What is why do many spirits try to chime in all at once with me? That's another question. And then there's the talk of a few people that like to be disrespectful and rude. I'm still here. You're not going to stop what I do for people to help them. The gift that I get from helping people is the best thing ever, because to give people hope or to give people closure, that's a precious gift that you can give somebody, to communicate between this realm and the next realm. That's a very difficult thing to do. And there are people that are inconsiderate, and they are ungrateful, and they'll talk about people being fake and all that other crap. But each person that gets a reading is going to know whether that reading was theirs or if it belonged to someone else, because I can state in the beginning of my readings, who's with me at the given time, or how many people are with me. Spirits do step over one another's feet, so to speak. They like to try to get in and speak, but now that I've, set the standards where you need to really respect one another and wait your turn to speak, because you want to get the correct person to the correct family member. But do you have to be in a specific time, at a specific place, or at a specific time to talk to a spirit? Absolutely not. Sounds gross, I've had spirits try to contact me while I'm actually in the bathroom. And you have to be firm. You have to set boundaries. No is no, because you have to have time for yourself too. And it sounds so strange to even say something like that. There are a lot of skeptics out there, but mediumship, you have spirits trying to contact you, whether it's day or night. It's not just a specific time. I choose to do readings at nighttime because it's more quiet. It's more nonchalantly, just laid back, But I will be doing readings during the summertime in the daytime. It doesn't matter when I do a reading. I just like to do them towards the night because it's easier for me to sit down and relax. You could be in your car, you could be in the bathroom, you could literally just be anywhere. If a spirit's going to talk to you, they're going to talk to you. I've had spirits talk to me while I'm actually doing my video in the truck while Caleb's at tutoring. So that really doesn't matter to a medium. If, they're going to want to speak to you, they're going to speak to you no matter where you are. You just have to set boundaries and tell them, I don't mind if I'm in my car. I don't mind if I'm stopped and I'm paying attention to what's around me, but not when I'm driving or not when I'm in the bathroom. That's my private time, obviously. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered in a timely fashion. So when a spirit steps in and they all chime in and they all have to be told one at a time. I can't just have anybody stepping in and saying and doing what they want. Then where is my control? Where is myself? Where is my sense of this being my body? You have to realize a medium is an instrument. We are not just someone who listens. Our energy is used. Sometimes our voice, sometimes, we're taken to feel what they feel, or taste what they taste, or smell what they smell. All our senses are being used. So it's up to the medium to post boundaries with a spirit. It's not about being rude. It's about having boundaries to where it has to be what it is. For the people that ask for a reading in a way that's derogatory, or prove if you're real. How did this person pass in my family? If you can't answer that, you're fake. I don't care what you think or have to say. There is plenty of people out there that can literally tell you how I work, and anything that I do is not fake at all. I don't care to reply to your messages. God bless you and move on, because I didn't ask you to be here. I didn't ask you to find my video. Don't insult me and ask for a reading. You're insulting my intelligence and you're disrespecting me. Go pay somebody for a reading. I don't charge people for readings or tarot sessions. I charge them in my hometown for tarot sessions, sure. You can do, but to help in vast areas, you can't charge people. You shouldn't charge people, because you literally have an array of a business that you want to be open. You want to help extra. When you create good balance and you create good energy with helping, you're creating good karma for yourself. And that's all the gift that I really need. I don't need anything else. I don't need a job. I don't need food. I don't need a car. I don't need a home. Anything else is overkill. It's, it's greed. Being a medium is you're helping others, and the balance for you is the gift of joy. That's more or less what it is. Now, another question is, how do I feel about other mediums and their outlooks on cases, and how do they get different answers than I would get? Well, each medium is specific. So when someone will post, well, this person got this and you got this answer, you can't compare the two. We are shown in ways that we will understand, something that will click with us, and the answer is going to resonate with us and make sense to us. So we have to perceive it how we, subconsciously see it and feel it in all the other, senses that we have. You can't just agree with somebody and not go with what your senses are, because that's the gift. You have to understand the gift and how you're perceiving it. You have to figure out a way that it's going to add up and make sense and be accurate. You can't judge other mediums if you don't have the same answer, because each medium is different. Each medium is gifted in their own way. Am I skeptic of other mediums? I'm skeptic, but not judgmental. I am skeptic of the ones that have you coming back once or twice a week. That's not what you want, because, a person who gets a reading is supposed to, feel some sense of maybe calmness or fulfillment at the end of the reading. So that is their closure to some sense. If they choose to come back and maybe want to speak to somebody else or for a different message for the same person, that's fine on their choosing. You can't really say, well, I want you to come back because I want to find out more about this. Ask them, what would you like to do from this time on? Do you want to come back? Do you feel like you want to come back right now? Or what I will do is I usually tell a person, the validation you get from a loved one, it's usually they'll communicate with you when you're really down or you feel lost or really sad, or you just find yourself having a question that you want them to answer and get guidance for. It's not supposed to be, the stipulation of, well, come back tomorrow for another session and we can get more into that. So if you find yourself being told over and over and over again, you need to come back, then that's something that you need to really think about. A lot of people are in need of knowledge of the other realms that there is. Another really good question that I do want to get into is, why doesn't a spirit go to the light? And a really good one was that for me, because on so many levels, a spirit, you have to think about this. Sometimes a spirit does not know one that they've passed. They see things around them and they think, well, why, more or less, why am I not being acknowledged? So that after a while, it'll be caught on to that they're passed, or some never understand that they've never passed. That's one. Two is, sometimes the light can feel intimidating to them because they don't want to lose. They're not ready to leave yet. A lot of people find themselves not wanting to go because they're not ready to go yet. And that's just really intimidating to them because they want to still be latched onto this world and to their loved ones. They don't want to go because they don't want to leave them. It's not anything evil. It's not anything bad. They just don't want to go because they're not ready. Another one is self-identity. Think about it in the living realm. Think about yourself. When you feel you've lost yourself and you get upset and you just basically feel you feel lost and you feel you've lost your identity, you've lost who you were. Think about this. When a spirit refuses to go to the light, sometimes it's because they don't want to lose their identity. When they go to the light, they know they can become one with the light and they lose themselves. Because when you become part of the light, you become supreme. Some people aren't ready for that yet. Some people, I say people because even though you don't have a body, to me, you're still a soul, an energy. Yes, basically, a soul has, gone to the next consciousness, but there are numerous consciousness before you go to the light. Some people just go to a consciousness where they relive what happened to them. It's kind of like saying some people relive it over until they realize, I don't belong here anymore. I need to go home, and home is the light. And a lot of spirits find that intimidating. They don't want to go because they don't want to lose their identity. They want to stay with their families. They want to make sure their case was solved. They want justice for themselves. The little child might want to cling on to their mom or their dad and not leave. Or some can just go to the light and simply just come back and visit when they want. I've had done that with probably about 4 or 5 kids. I did my nephew's basement. I blessed their home. I cleared out any energy that was there. There was a little girl there. She was very scared. She ran from the room upstairs and she had went into the cellar behind the stairs. And I had opened a light for her and I sent her to the light. A woman came for her and she ran to her with open arms, which gave me the feeling her mother or a family member of a female. And it was very beautiful. It was so beautiful because she was waiting to leave and she couldn't get out and she didn't know how to go there because to her, she was just really afraid and she wasn't sure how to get out and get there. I think she was waiting for someone to come get her. Some kids do that. That's the basic of a lot of my questions that I've gotten. I will be back on here about mental health and about one night. Hold on, honey, I'm doing a video. So that is my son calling me, so I will get back to you.